Flagbearer of our party, Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia, former Second Lady and wife of our Flagbearer, Mrs. Samira Bawumia. Elders of our party here present, members of the campaign team, and my dear colleagues in leadership and members of the mighty minority caucus. Mr. Flagbearer and our leader of this great tradition, this morning, by consensus and without any reservation, we're here to extend to you hearty and fraternal wishes, and also to congratulate you on your election. Our tradition is a tradition of competition, a tradition of ideas. But once that is done, we all rally behind the leader. Be it known to all here present that the caucus has decided that not one will be left out. We are going to align everything we are doing in Parliament with your vision so that 2028 becomes a win for the party. This morning, one issue that I reminded my colleagues on was that much as members of the fraternity, various ideas may be held. If we don't push your agenda, nobody's agenda can go through. So it is very clear on our minds that we need to push this agenda. Finally, Mr. Vice President, Flagbearer, and our President-to-be, we've also undertaken to regularly engage your high office in every single thing we do for direction. Because you may recall that last year, there was no direction. So we're doing our own thing, trying to hold on to straws to survive. But with you now as the anchorman, we can look up to you for vision and direction. As a leader of the caucus, let me also personally pledge to you my unsoiled loyalty to the cause of the party and your vision. So, Mr. President, we will not waste much of your time. We are congratulating you. And colleagues, I want to say this in the presence of the flag bearer. Each one of us here, 87 of us, in 2017, we were 169 and it reduced to 137 plus 1. And we are now 87. Our duty is to lift up the numbers come 2028. We can only achieve that through collective spirit. And individualism can only spell our doom. So I want to say this, that let us be committed to that cause ourselves in that chamber. Let's limit the whispers on the corridors and look at the party. If the flag bearer as an individual is expected to do it all, there will be no success. We will go to our various constituencies and we must win for him. And if we win, it will depend on how we act together. So from today, let us resolve that though this is a party of peers, for the time being, you have given the 5 of us the opportunity to lead you. have confidence and trust in our leadership. And let's work together so that together this party would be the winner. NDC is not an alternative, and we should know that here and now. I rest my case. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the campaign team, let me express how happy we are to see the mighty minority here with us this morning. I have to really thank you all for the work you did in support of our campaign. And when you look at the results, it is clear. You can see the spikes where we had the strongest of supports from members, and also the troughs where some members did not support our campaign. But that is how it should be. If it were all just peaks, it wouldn't have been nice. But what I'm asking of you now that the election is over, is to close your own ranks. It is very important. You know what used to stand. I've been a trough before during the Akufo-Addo time. And so I know how those of you who didn't support this cause feel. Yesterday I was on air when one of you sent a message to the host that during the campaign, somebody threatened coming after you and taking your seats. I am around the Flagbearer and the team, and I can assure you there is no such discussions that has gone on in the team. In fact, I know that other aspirants, they also threaten even some of the people who were supporting us. And I told the host that when it was just henya, it was just rhetoric. The elections are over. We are really looking at closing our ranks. Our interest is in facing the NDC. If I tell you some of the unpredictable words they've used this morning to describe His Excellency, I was just reading from one journalist who has compiled the things they've said today about Excellency to me. You can agree that there is no time to continue to squabble amongst ourselves. So please, leader, let us put our best foot forward in Parliament.
The minority leader, Sahini, the great Alexander the Great. Our leaders in Parliament, the mighty minority. I would like to really thank all of you. I feel very humbled by this visit by the caucus. It's really something that is very, very important for us, for me, my family, to see all of you come this first day of Parliament for this particular session that you are going into, to take the time to come to congratulate me for the outcome of our presidential primaries. I want to thank all of you very, very much for doing that. It was a competitive primary, as all NPP primaries are. You know, it's very competitive. That is the nature of democracy. And we have a very vibrant internal democracy. At the end of the day, all five of us who were competing, each had a view about our ability to win in 2028. I think the reason why everybody was contesting was because they believed that they could win 2028 for the party. I think that's really what the general entire membership of our party out there want. We don't want to be in opposition after 2028. We want to win the 2028 election. And I think people, by and large, were like assessing who can help us win 2028. What are the pros and cons? You know, it was not as if people wanted the NPP to lose. That's why everybody wanted us to win. In that sense, they felt this person could win, this person could win. The generality of the party decided that I was the person who wanted to carry the flag into the 2028 election. And I think that decision in 232 constituencies was significant. It was a very significant mandate that was granted. But that comes with huge responsibility, because the party expects that I will lead this party to victory in 2028. And that is the mission that we have to embark on going forward. I think, of course, we had different sides, in this campaign, but I want to assure everybody that, as I say, my mind is very open. My heart is open, my arms are open. I believe that the key is to win. Whoever can help this party win, I'm going to work with you. I'm going to work with you to deliver victory for the party, because the responsibility that has been placed on my shoulders is for the party. It's not a personal matter. I'm performing a role for the party, not for myself. So I cannot allow personal feelings to get into it. Whoever can help this party come to power, we are going to assist you. If so if it is, something that you've said against me personally, that is not my issue. I will help you win. If you are the person who can win that seat for us, you will be supported fully by me to win that seat for us. I will not make any, decisions based on personal issues. No. That will not happen. I want us to win. And I'm going to tell you that my whole focus going from now to 2028 is to win 2028. I believe we are going to win 2028. I believe we are going to win 2028. A lot of people, simply because of the scale of our defeat in 2024, there's a lot of skepticism. Really, a lot of skepticism about whether we are going to win. The NDC have even gotten a bit arrogant, thinking, whoever you bring, we are going to beat them. There's no way with this majority we will not win. But we've seen majorities of this nature before, isn't it? Yes. When J.H. Mensah was there, they were about 61, right? Yeah, 61. But J.H. Mensah's parliament at that time, when he was minority leader, they transformed. And by the time we got to 2000, we won. And we were the majority. What I see, frankly, are parallels between that parliament and the mighty minority that we see today. You have done an excellent job. You've held this government's feet to the fire. And it doesn't even appear that you are such a minority in parliament. You look at it and you are making the case every time. So frankly, if you look at the outcome of 24, if you analyze the data, you just come to the conclusion that the problem was internal. The NDC's vote didn't change. Their vote didn't change. Even Nanado's votes of 6.7 was higher than what Mahama got of 6.4. Isn't it? Yeah, so their numbers were basically static. For an opposition party, after 4 years in opposition, you would normally expect a big jump if there is a clamor for them. But they maintained their numbers of 2020. Our numbers was where the action took place. 2.1 million people didn't come. So if you look at it, then the task is not as onerous as we think. Because if you look at the gap and you don't do the analysis, you think, but if it is our members who did not vote, the first port of call is to look at the album and see who did not vote. Because we know them personally, individually, who did not vote. So I believe that the task going forward is something that is doable. It's very possible to get our members to come back to do that. But I personally and politically, I believe that the path to victory for us goes through Parliament. The path to victory for us goes through Parliament. You guys have held the fort for us. I need to work very closely with you. We need to strategize. You are on the ground floor all the time. You are dealing with issues. And if we take decisions without Parliament, we may be in error. You know, because you know the ground. You are the representatives of the people. You know, it's very, very, and this is why in my campaign, I made the members of Parliament a very critical part of everything that we did. I took all advice. I met with them, members of Parliament who supported me, and they really offered the strategies. How do we get to the ground? How do we win? So I want to assure you that I'm going to work very closely with you so that we can think together, come out with ideas that will help us win on the ground. That's why I say the path is through Parliament that we are going to go through. I'll be working very, very closely with you. And I believe that with that we will get the necessary cooperation that would deliver us victory. Because, you know, you have just too many brilliant people in this caucus. Too many brilliant people. So we believe that, I believe. Yes, too many brilliant people. So I believe we can work together and come up and fashion out strategies. This year, I want to focus a lot of internal cohesion, just trying to make sure we unite and we bring back our 2.1 million who didn't vote. We encourage and let the public know that there's something new, there's a credible alternative waiting to take over. And then we will strategize and go forward. A lot of things will come from the strategies we implement. Thankfully, we have 3 years to do so. It looks like a lot of time, but it isn't a lot of time. You know, so the quicker we get started, the better for us. We have gone through, you know, as I described it, a blistering election campaign. But our opponents will even go through much worse than we have gone through. They are yet to start. We are used to these things. They are not used to these things. And so we are going to observe them and see how they come out. And yes, offer them advice if they need to. But it's going to be an interesting thing to watch, to see how they also conduct their whole elections. But you can already see, you know, the fractures that are appearing on that side. But we will leave them to deal with our matters. We will focus on our matters. I just want to thank you all so much, collectively, individually, all of you. Now let's work as one team, the NPP. We are going for victory in 2028, and I need all of you. Thank you very much.